Cambridge International as level. Psychology. Paper 1 Approaches, Issues, and Debates. October-November 2021. 1 hour 30 minutes. The total mark for this paper is 60.
Question 1. From the study by Savage and Silverman about a boy with button phobia. A part. State who provided the boy with positive reinforcement during the behavioral exposure stage of his therapy. 1 mark. The answer is the boy's mother. B. Name 2 stimuli that were rated 4 or lower on the boy's disgust or fear hierarchy. 2 marks. Large denim jean buttons, clip-on denim jean buttons. C. Outline one conclusion from this study. 2 marks. The button phobia and experience of disgust was successfully treated using exposure-based cognitive behavioral therapy. Question 2. From the study by Pepperberg, Parrot Learning. A. Describe the psychology being investigated and studied. 3 marks. Pepperberg used a model-rival approach based on social learning. This involves a human trainer and a second human, the model. The trainer presents objects and asks questions about them, giving praise and reward to model for giving correct answers and disapproval for incorrect answers. The model's responses were observed by Alex, and in addition, the model acted as a rival, competing for the trainer's attention. B. Outline the strength of the study in relation to validity. 2 marks. The answer is the question order and materials were selected by a student who had no connection with the project. The trainer conducted the trial had no trained Alex on the same or different task. These controls mean that research bias was limited. Question 3. Before the study by Kenny et al. Brains Consider Emotions, other psychologists had found a relationship between amygdala activation and memory. Kenley et al. Reported 3 alternative reasons for this relationship, other than amygdala activation, causing the formation of memories. B part described the correlation between participants' intensity rating and wellness ratings. 2 marks. There was a negative correlation, as when one score went up, the other went down. So as the intensity rating increased, the wellness rating decreased. B part. Outline the 2 possible outcomes that ended a trial. 2 marks. 1. When the correct tool was passed to the recipient to acquire the juice. 2. When 5 minutes has passed without the correct tool being passed. C part. Identify one methodological weakness of this study. 1 mark. It took place in an artificial environment. Question 4. From the study by Yamamoto et al. Chimpanzee helping. A. Describe the familiarization phase of the study. 3 marks. All chimpanzees undergo 5-minute trial, 1 each day for 8 days. They were allowed to examine and manipulate all the objects without the need to use them as tools or offer them to others. Question number 5. From the study by Sasson and Singer, Factors in Emotion. A. Identify 2 features of the sample used in study. 2 marks. Answer. 185 male students of Minnesota University. B. One of the questions that the participants were asked about their mood was how good or how happy will you say you feel at present. Explain one reason why this question may not measure mood accurately. 2 marks. Answer. Participant may lie on this question due to their thought of giving socially desirable answers. Question 6. The study by Berenkon et al. Ice test is based on theory of mind. A. Describe what is meant by theory of mind. 4 marks. Theory of mind refers to the capacity to understand other people by ascribing mental states to them. This includes the knowledge that other states may be different from one's own state and include beliefs, desires, intentions, emotions, and thoughts. B. Suggest one real-world application based on the procedure of this study. 2 marks. The answer is the eyes provide a lot of information when we are attributing an emotion to an individual. It might be possible to develop a program to help teach individuals diagnosed with AS or HFA to help them develop skills to interpreting emotion. Question 7. Jamie has learned about the study by Milgram obedience. He believes that the study is unethical. A. Outline what is meant by ethical guideline of informed consent. 2 marks. A participant in a laboratory experiment is likely to know that they are participating in a study and can readily be asked for their informed consent. B part. Outline why Jamie is correct that this study is unethical. Using evidence in your answer. 4 marks. Participants were repeatedly deceived throughout the study. For example, they were led to believe that they had chosen the role of teacher by chance when in fact that was a setup. Moreover, participants were not protected from physical harm. Many underwent visible and extreme distress, yet in only one trial was the procedure stopped. Question 8. A part. Outline the debate about individual and situational explanations in psychology using an example from the study by Dement and Kleitman. Sleeps and dreams. 4 marks. Answer is the situational explanation states that our behavior depends on the environment we are in. For example, being in a laboratory may have caused them being uncomfortable, so they could have lied on having no dream. The individual explanation states that we have behavior because of our personality. For example, 4 participants left the study before all the sample being collected. B part. Explain what psychologists have learned about sleeps and dreams using 2 results from the study by Dement and Kleitman. Do not refer to the debate about individual and situational explanation in your answer. 8 marks. No rapid eye movement was seen during the onset of sleep, even though the EEG passed through a stage of brain waves similar to those produced during REM sleep. The cycle length from one REM sleep stage to another varied between the participants but was constant within individuals. For example, between 70 minutes at the shortest and 104 minutes at the longest, with a mean of 92 minutes for all participants. Question number 9. Evaluate the study by Ventura et al. Aggression in terms of 2 strengths and 2 weaknesses. At least one of your evaluation points must be about the use of quantitative data. 4 marks. The study by Ventura et al. Has many strengths, and one of the strengths is that the method used was a laboratory experiment. Hence, it was possible to control extraneous variables, such as ensuring there was a possibility that children in any condition should show aggressive behavior. This was done by showing them nice toys but not allowing them to play with those toys. Another strength was the pre-testing of the children's aggression was a factor that increased validity because it ensured that differences between the condition were due to the models and not due to the individual differences between the children who happened to be in each group. There are also many weaknesses of this study. One of them is that quantitative data lacks detail, making it difficult to explain how behaviors occurred. So without qualitative data, it will be difficult to know whether the children imitated behavior as a result of social learning theory or demand characteristics. Another weakness of the study is the laboratory is not a natural environment for children, and the behavior that the children watched was not usual to be seen in real life.